Before I start this video, you guys know how I have to do my cheap plugs. If you haven't subscribed already, be sure to do that by clicking the button down there that says subscribe. You will not regret it. And also, click the link down in the description to follow my new Twitter at the PTE Show V2. That is also a follow you will not regret. Let's get on to tonight's Smackdown, which was held in Rockford, Illinois. The first match of the night, Mr. Friday Night Rob Van Dam versus Mr. Money in the Bank Randy Orton. Very good opening bout to kick off the show, and both men were on their game tonight. One of my favorite spots in the match was when Randy Orton hit a back suplex on the barricade for a near fall, only to get kicked in the chin by RVD a few minutes later for another near fall. The end of the match came when RVD reversed an RKO and hit a Rolling Thunder. RVD went up top to hit the 5-star, but Orton moved out of the way. RVD slowly got up, but Orton used that time to recover, hit an RKO on RVD, and covered RVD for the 3 count. Your winner, Randy Orton. Very predictable finish to the match, but it really surprises me how RVD is accepting so many losses this far from his return. Sure, he may not be a verbally strong character that would be able to handle himself in a world title feud right now, but for a 42-year-old man, he can still deliver a great match in the meantime. Kaitlyn and Dolph Ziggler will team up to take on Biggie Langston and AJ Lee at SummerSlam. It was made official tonight by SummerSlam host The Miz, and to be quite honest, I didn't like this segment at all. It was bland, it was cheesy. This Miz TV thing is slowly turning into a watered-down PG version of Jerry motherfucking Springer. I don't care much for the Dolph Ziggler-Biggie feud, and my interest in Kaitlyn and AJ has drastically gone down since Money in the Bank. But I guess here comes the downfall of Dolph Ziggler, from World Heavyweight Champion to simple heavyweight in the WWE roster. Second match of the night, a rematch from Raw, Kofi Kingston versus Fandango. Most of my viewers who watch me since the beginning know that I do not like Kofi Kingston, not a really big fan of him. Fandango hits the leg drop and gets the cheap victory, probably leading to a third and final match on the pre-show of SummerSlam. Third match of the night, Daniel Bryan versus Wade Barrett. Daniel Bryan is one of the, if not the best wrestler WWE has in its arsenal right now. And again, I have no idea what Wade did to get on WWE's bad side, but it's getting to him really, really bad now. Daniel Bryan puts Wade away very quickly with the yes lock, and then proceeds to destroy these clippers that Wade Barrett brought to the ring. For the time they were given, it was a very solid match, but they weren't given enough time to produce something very memorable about the show. But on a related note, Daniel Bryan is super over with Rockford, Illinois. Fourth match of the night, Kane versus all 3 members of 3MB. This match was used to get Kane some screen time and to make him look dominant, heading into his Ring of Fire match with Bray Wyatt. Apparently this Ring of Fire match is basically a steel cage match, only fire surrounding the ring. It's supposed to be used to keep Eric Rowan and Luke Harper out. After the match, Bray Wyatt gives another great promo, but in this promo, I wasn't feeling it in any way whatsoever. But during this promo, though, Wyatt said that he was already dead, which may be pointing to a mention at Kane's half-brother, The Undertaker, and maybe teasing a return of the Phenom. All in all, this segment gets a solid B+, but Mr. Wyatt, I'm on to you. They showed an interview with Brock Lesnar, which I found very UFC-ish, if that's even a real word, and showed the intensity of the feud. It was very effective, taking shots at CM Punk's wrestling background about how he had to wrestle in high school gyms because he wasn't good enough to make it in the business. Compared to that major crap fest of a promo he had on Raw this past week, it's definitely an improvement. The one thing I didn't understand was Lesnar's point about how Punk got personal with him. Lesnar said that he didn't like Punk, but the only reason he left him alone was because of Paul Heyman, and how he was always Paul's muscle. Other than that very minor detail, it was a very effective promo, and I can't wait to see how Punk responds on the go-home edition of Raw. Fifth and final match of the night, the World Heavyweight Champion Alberto Del Rio versus his number 1 contender for SummerSlam, Chrstian. I don't exactly understand why they would give us Chrstian versus Del Rio, considering we're getting the exact same match again next Sunday for the title. Nonetheless, the match was good. It was about 20 minutes long, and it proved that Chrstian, who is soon to be reaching 40 years old, can still hang with main guys, young guys, make it that, and how he is one of the most underrated wrestlers in WWE in the last 10 years. Chrstian ended up rolling up Del Rio for the 3 count and ends up winning the match. After the match, he hits Del Rio with the kill switch. Damien Sandow, with his new Sandowized briefcase, runs down to the ring in an attempt to steal the World Heavyweight title from Alberto Del Rio, but to no avail. Cody Rhodes gets on the top rope and hits a diving crossbody, attacking Damien Sandow to end the show. But to be completely honest, I'm not going to care much for the Del Rio Chrstian match at SummerSlam, and the reason for that is WWE isn't taking this feud seriously, and they aren't taking Alberto Del Rio as champion seriously. And if they don't take it seriously, why should I? But that's another story for another day. All in all, SmackDown is slowly but surely getting better. I made a video a year back saying SmackDown was slowly dying, but I think that they've been reborn over the last several months. I give this SmackDown a thumbs up, and I can already spot the main event for next week's SmackDown. Chrstian will team up with Cody Rhodes to take on Alberto Del Rio and Damien Sandow. I just took a page out of Teddy Long's book there. Thank you for watching, and let me know what you guys thought about SmackDown in the comment section below. I'm Perry the Entertainer, signing out. Peace.